Hello, people. It is Sunday, December 10th, 2023, and the time is 8:02 p.m. Lane McLeod is here. Jennifer Gala, Mark D, Vivian Johnson, Everett Clendenin, Whitby Dude, Kristen Woodfind, Jeanette Morales, Sheena Roberts, Who's Jaw, Marge, the Mod Squad, in effect, Wesley, Anthony, Kunikal, and everyone else. Thank you, Kristen Woodfine, so much for tuning in. Sunjib, sorry if I missed some people. Dirk G is here. Brad Palmer is here. Yogi is here. Holy shit, that's a lot of wrenches pouring in. Marie Palmer is here. Jeanette, you'll notice I am not wearing a Santa hat. I couldn't find one. At least one that was like not $1 million. The dollar store near me didn't have any. They said they might later, so I'm going to try to rock that Santa hat before Christmas. Jeanette sent a super chat last time to buy a Santa hat, if you're wondering what the heck I am talking about. And we have a poll going. What are we drinking tonight? 15% of you said off the grid. 15% of you said on the hunt. 31% of you said reindeer games. 38% of you said mystery beer. Well, this one also ties back to Jeanette because for my birthday, she gave me an LCBO gift card. And I picked this up with it. This is a Toasty Toes taster pack. It includes 5 beers and a pair of socks. So those were the beer choices. Socks. Normally these have 6 beers, so I guess this pair of socks is substituting one of the beers. Oh, these socks are green, by the way. That's why you can't. Let me turn that chroma key off so you guys can see the actual green socks. Woo! They actually seem like half decent socks. They say Lake of Bays Brewing Company, so I'll be sure to wear these. Thank you, Jeanette. Not a Christmas hat, but they are not super tacky Christmas socks. I will definitely wear those. Let's get the chroma key back on. So the beer choices we had reindeer games, that was not voted on. On the hunt, that was not voted on. Off the grind, hazy pale ale. But what we're going to do, since you voted for mystery beer, there are 2 mystery beers. So we're going to do another poll. Is it going to be mystery beer number 1? Or mystery beer number 2? Or the third option? If you vote for the third option, politely F you. But let's see. Fans Buses game. Maybe I'm going to cast a vote here. Can I do that? Can I log in and cast a vote? Going for it. Dirk G says hey to Mark D, Jennifer Gala, Boom Graham, and Chatty Cathy. Did I just smell them? Yes, I did. Epic Nation HD is here. Good evening, Liam. And on the last live stream, oh, by the way, not to pimp my own channel out, but if you haven't subscribed to the main channel, if you somehow subscribe to this one but not the main one is at 99.6k subscribers. It's actually at like 99.69 subscribers. It's like 10 away from 99.7. So by the end of the week, it'll be like 99.8.5. So in like 2.5 weeks, should be at 100,000. Go ahead. Let me see. What's the exact number of... I've been losing a lot of subscribers lately on the main channel. More at a slightly quicker rate than normal. It's at 99,691. Hopefully no embarrassing notifications pop up in the meantime. Who's that Belinda B character you're talking about? Something like that. But, yeah, let's see. What is winning here? So thank you. Go ahead. Go subscribe. I'm pimping my channel out. Mystery beer number 2 is winning. Oh, God. Oh, it actually says... So we're going to go with mystery beer number 2. Thank you for voting. Mystery beer number 1. It actually says mystery beer on it. Lake of Bays... It says mystery beer 1. This is a 3% light beer. So I dodged a bullet. I'm not having a... I mean, maybe I didn't dodge a bullet. Because we're going with mystery beer number 2. This is a 4% beer. But I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is other than 4%. Ingredients: water, barley, rice, wheat, corn, hops, yeast. All right, let me put the rest of my box back into the fridge. I'll be back in a second, and we'll get back to mystery beer number 2. Christmas beer packs are the best, says Sally Smith. It's an excellent time to go to the LCBO because they have all these like gift packs. You can get like glasses or like gloves, socks. They put all kinds of I wanted to say shit, but yeah, I can say shit in these packs. In this case, I got one less beer, but a pair of socks. Virginia says, please check your subscriber status. I am a channel member of Strides and was unsubscribed. Yeah, Virginia, that happens. Occasionally YouTube like unsubscribes people. They've been doing it like crazy. I've gotten emails from people saying like, did you unsubscribe me? I'm like, I don't, it's not like Instagram. On Instagram, you can like have people unfollowed from you. On YouTube, I have no ability. I can't see like a list of subscribers and like tick you off. So there's really nothing I can do about it. It happens. All right, I'm gonna put this in the fridge and I'll come back. So enjoy the utter silence. Sorry, I have no idea what that screaming was. Yeah, there's not bad things happening over in the corner of my apartment. I've also got... This is going to look great on the green screen. These Tenant sticks, mint, dark chocolate. Let's have one of these. Did a raccoon fall down the chimney? I've not had anything like this. I had a Momo for lunch tonight, and I had another bowl of cereal for dinner. Sunjib says, are you looking for a flight trip? Yeah, I think it's about time we book a damn flight. I've been beating around the bush on that, waiting for flaky people to confirm who aren't confirming, so fuck them. Let's just go ahead and book. As I jab a mint stick into my jaw. Hey, look, the Cowboys are about to kick off. Good night, Kathleen. Where'd you get your Big Turk from? You get those at the dollar store. Eva says, are we having edibles tonight? Let's do them next week. I've still... Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's video was all done, but it got a copyright. I'm shocked. At the start of the video, there's like a clear as day, like Peter Gabriel song playing. And I thought for sure I was going to get a copyright match for it, but I didn't. But it picked up a copyright match for another song, so I'll show you what that looks like, actually. Hello, the awesome conservative. Mystery beer number 2 is pretty good. Cheers. I went to Danforth Comedy Bar last night and had a few beers there. It was fun times. My first time going there, I went to the Superset at 8 p.m. where you see 4 different comics. They each do like a little over 15 minutes. It was pretty funny. They were pretty good, I would say. Better than some comics I watched on like a Netflix special when I got home. So it is what it is. Cheers, everyone. Oh yeah, so when you upload a video, YouTube scans it and it matches it to its music database, and it lets you know if there's a match. And I'll show you what that looks like. Kristen Woodfine, we went to Absolute Comedy a couple of weeks ago. They were funny. I can see Absolute Comedy from my window almost. I can see like the top part of the building. It's a solid spot. I am good, Harjot. Stephen Collins. So I'll disappear. I'll make myself disappear. But when I upload a video, it says video copyright details. Video cannot be monetized. The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. But then it tells you, it tells you if it affects your channel, are you getting a copyright strike? Monetization ineligible. So that means I will make no money on the video. And then it tells me the song was Manlike from, thank God, Yohani Jubin Surya something. Content found during 6:07 to 6:27. That's the key. So what I have to do is go into my editing software. 6:07 to 6:27. You know what? I can fix that on this stream right now. I can show you guys me actually fixing that. How is that? 20 seconds. Yes, 20 seconds. And they're going to take all of the profits. They don't take super thanks or super chats, but they will take all of the advertising profits from the video. Pretty scummy shit. Sometimes what I do is if it's really long, I'll layer like other music or something in the background. During the Distillery District walk I posted this morning, not only did I remove the background music, but I put in new background sounds of like people walking around, like new ambient sounds. So like, it sounds pretty good. But here's what I'm going to do. I've got I didn't think we'd be doing this. I've got my editing software up, right? So this is the video. So according to this, between 6:07 and 6:27, we have a copyright problem. So if I go to 6:07 in the video, 0607, little kid playing curling. So I'm going to cut the audio here. I don't want to play it on this stream because then I'll pick up a copyright notice, right? But we're going to 6:27. Boom. So we didn't get a copyright notice for this. So I'm going to cut this. We're going to put this audio. Oh, we're going to put this audio here. So this is just going to cover that up. That's all this is going to do. I'll fade it in. I didn't even talk during here, did I? I can see on the waveform I didn't talk. But if I was talking, like what I can do, I can click this here and I can come and I can click voice isolation. This right here. And what this will do when it's 100 is it'll cut out all of the background sound, including the music, but it'll keep my voice. So like any narrating I do, it will keep, which is kind of cool. Because it makes it super easy for me to like remove background music. So I normally do 90 just to keep a little bit of the ambience. And there we go. That's literally all I'm going to do. I'm just going to re-render this and then I'll have the video to upload. And then that that'll be gone. You can see, you can hear an example of that in the video I uploaded this morning. Wesley says, is that a premium feature? It is. I don't believe you get the voice. Another one is dialogue leveler. This one is cool because if I have like 2 mics, whoa, this is really slowing down my my video encoding. Let me close DaVinci Resolve. That one is cool because if I have 2 different people mic'd up, dialogue leveler will change our volume so that we're at like the same volume. You might notice when you listen to some like walk and talks when there's more than one person, someone might sound louder than the other person. Like the video I did with Jeanette. When we walked around, our microphones were there, but one of us had a louder voice than the other, and like that came through in the video. So when I use dialogue leveler, it'll take the louder person and pull them down, and the quieter person and pull them up, just their voices, so they sound the same. There are other ways to do that, but just being able to do that by like clicking a button in your software is so nice. So like, yeah. Like, I don't even understand why anyone would use any other editing software than like Resolve Studio. It is like superior to everything, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that's what I do and how I do it. At least if you're lazy like me, you can do that stuff in Premiere too. You can get plugins, but Resolve is just like next level compared to, and it's free. Those features aren't free, but like the software is free. Like just use Resolve. It makes no sense to use anything. Whippy Dude says, when is it a strike that affects your channel? If I copied someone else's video and uploaded it, they can issue. I issue copyright strikes to people all the time when they steal my videos and just upload it. I don't even like, and then I get emails saying, sorry, can you like take back your strike? No, you're going to live with it. So like, blatant theft, yeah, but usually for music they don't do that. They just steal your profits instead. So but when I upload it, it'll tell me the music matches, and then I can fix it that way. Kristen says, I wonder if Premiere Pro is something like that. I pay for Adobe the few times I have to edit videos. That's what you use. Yeah, Adobe Premiere is still like the most used software, but I really think it's fallen behind Resolve. A lot of people have switched to Resolve. I'm sure there's a way to do it. You can always do that like manually sound mixing, but who wants to do that? Calgary Rambler, $2. Hey Johnny, hello Calgary Rambler. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining in the stream. By the way, hats off to Josh Allen and the Bills. Your iPhone can't be backed up. If your iPhone is lost or damaged, your data could be lost. Upgrade now or manage storage. Neat. The Awesome Conservative says, Johnny, I'm Sowie. Please. You should see the emails I get from people who like, after I like, if you just play my video in the background of like your live stream while you're hanging out or chilling, that's fine. If you're doing like a react video, that's fine. But if you're like, here's a walk I made around Toronto and you're uploading it and you're claiming it's you, I will copyright strike that. I will copyright strike that. Every single time.
Hey, Johnny.
So sick of people doing that. Fans Buses Gaming says, sorry, I've been lurking, but I'm here just zoned out. I'm zoned out. I'm super zoned out, but I still turned on my stream, and here we're going. Devin says, I'll remark you have carte blanche on playing my stuff. No worries. I don't really play other people's stuff that much on these streams. Does anyone out there have a YouTube channel we've never checked out on this channel before? Brad Palmer does. Devin Sullivan does. Fans Buses Gaming does. Who's got a YouTube channel that we have never checked out? We can use this opportunity to spotlight someone. Claudia says, you're tired. I'm just zoned out. Wesley has a YouTube channel. Have we checked your YouTube channel out before, Wesley? Let's see. Wesley, 95 subscribers, just a chill teen. Night drive from Woonsocket to Cumberland, Rhode Island. 1080p 50. 50. Are you like Rhode Island? You're in the US. 50 is like a PAL frame rate. That's like what they would use in Europe. Wesley with the channel. What are your most popular video? A drive in Rhode Island, a re-upload? That music's gonna get me. You know what, Wesley? I will give you a subscribe. Devin says, I like the channel art. Freaking amazing skyline. Hey, Calgary Rambler, you have a channel, don't you? Don't you have a channel? I can hear it playing already. YYC Ramblings, my own thoughts and more. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You've got $2.99. I'm already subscribed, though. I've already featured yours. As Nation Limited sends me an email. Perfect for you and other people. Pairs with more spam. Hardjot has a channel. We've checked out your channel. We're looking for channels I haven't checked out before. That's it. I remember, I think we've checked out Calgary Rambler before. And we're at 220 viewers. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Hi, Johnny. You can look at my friend, Anthony Salinas Ramirez. Isn't Anthony in the chat? Let's see. If we type his name, Anthony Salinas. One of the reasons I like to do this on the channel is most YouTubers, myself included, on their live streams have like a no self-promoting rule. Like if you come into the chat and you're like, look at my YouTube channel, it's just like, no, the mods will kick that. It's kind of like walking into a restaurant and announcing that you opened a restaurant like next door. It's just like, it's not cool to do that. But since this is Johnny Stumbles, I don't care. Come here. Pimp your thing. We'll take a look at it. It's this is the non-corporate Johnny. So Anthony, TTC subway ride from Islington all the way to Kennedy. That's a long video, Anthony. Oh, we can see you holding your... You should have... What I would do for this is just get like a suction mount and just stick it on the camera, right? And that way... All right, Jellybean, we'll take a look. But Anthony, cool stuff. I'll be subscriber 31. I'll be subscriber 31. Jellybean says, look at Paranormal Witness Girl. What else does Anthony have? TTC, Subway. Oh, he's another transit. There's so many transit people. Paranormal Witness Girl. Oh, it didn't show up. Is she in the chat? I can just steal her. Is she in the chat? I can just click her name and steal it. If she shows up, we'll just take it and take a look. Kristen Woodfine, you are begging to have your channel checked out. Not really, but just by merely mentioning that you do. That fake game girl. Lift pause 1. If they're in the chat, Fans Buses Gaming.
It was at this moment that he knew. He up.
You posted that 6 years ago. Videos, kinetic titles. So you're doing all of this with you're doing all of this with Adobe. Let me get that typed in right. I will give you a sub. Thank you. All right. We found it. Is this it? Paranormal Witness Girl? I thought this is a different channel. I thought this is a different one. I think this is a different one. I know she did like a driving video, right? I searched as all one word. Let me pull out the big guns. No, that didn't work. I don't know. We'll get it next time. Someone can, if you can find her channel and post a link to it in the chat, I'll have one of the mods just unhide the link and we can find it that way. Oops, someone is messaging me? Are they messaging me a link? How am I going to get it from my phone to here? Yeah, thank you, person who messaged me that. Your friend is married, solid 12. Okay, let's see if that doesn't show up. Married, solid 12. My name is Landon. I am 17. Why is your name Married Solid? If you're... what? Exploring an abandoned house. Hoose. Filmed with a potato. All right. Silver CS, no, that was just I had no ideas for this stream, and I'm itching to have plane tickets in hand. So I think we might look at some of that stuff later. But I think that's enough dicking around with the YouTubes. But oh, Sheena Roberts getting me the link. Thank you, Sheena Roberts. Oh, I'm not subscribed to this channel. I thought I would have been already subscribed. Join me as I post driving and walking videos of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Chicago, and sometimes other places I travel. I love to capture moments of what it is to be a human being through my anthropologist eyes. Why can't I get that off of the... there we go. Live at Lauderdale by the Sea, Christmas tree lighting. Streamed 4 days ago.
My cheap gimbal from Amazon is working pretty nice. Now I understand the whole vibe with the gimbal thing. Obviously mine is not that expensive. It's like $13 on Amazon, but it's good.
Yes, use a gimbal, folks. Use a gimbal. Another live videos. Cool. Driving from Broward Boulevard to Rock Island Road. Jellybean says she's live now.
Full of stuff. But this one is like if they were forced to decorate. It's like, yeah, let's just put some lights on.
I put, what's this all about? It says Johnny S. This is like a fake Johnny Strides.
That was a Rolls Royce.
Is she going to be reading the chat while she's driving? I'll just give her a few seconds to see if she catches up or catches on.
Oh my goodness. We have the honor of Mr. Strides in the chat.
She's reading while driving.
We are in West Palm Beach driving through the huge mansions that you cannot see. The beach is on the... There is not much going on. We came to see the Christmas lighting.
Sunjib is here. Devin is here. Jellybean is here. Devin Sullivan. Jer TV.
Oh, wow. Hey, everybody.
All right. I'll give it a like, but I'm not going to watch someone else's live stream on my live stream. I'd be a bit of a hypocrite, but cool. Paranormal Witness Girl. Thanks, Jellybean, for getting to the bottom of it. And Sheena. The Awesome Conservative says some people read the chat while driving. I think it's stupid. It's like texting and driving, but less people do. Maybe she's not driving. Maybe she's in the passenger seat and someone else is driving. I'd like to think that, but if it's not illegal where she is, then who am I really to say, right? At the end of the day, it's the lawmakers that need to, like, here, that would be distracted driving, which is why I don't. But whatever. It's hopefully I have no more comment on that. But hey, good for her getting out and live streaming, making videos. She's up to 151 subscribers. Did that grow? 154. We got her a few subscribers. Jeanette says PWG usually reads the chats when she stopped at a light. That's not horrible, but you still should always be paying attention to your surroundings when you're driving, like at all times. I don't know. I don't think YouTube is a limited liability kind of thing. if something did go wrong and you were doing that, you're definitely making yourself even more liable, I would think, especially in the US where things are like super duper litigious relative to Canada. Okay. Are we done with the YouTubes? Sanjib says, look at some plane ticket. Maybe. Let's get back to Johnny Stumbles. Hey, 216 people watching. Look at that handsome bastard. Let's get back to Johnny Stumbles. Hey, 216 people watching. Look at that handsome bastard. Let's get back to Johnny Stumbles. Hey, 216 people watching. Look at that handsome bastard. Let's get back to Johnny Stumbles. Hey, 216 people watching. I'll be the 79th like. Sheena says, what about intuitive imprints? All right, last one. Intuitive imprints. Let's see if this shows up. Intuitive imprints. 213 subscribers. Now you got 214. Exploring nature up music. Can't play that. Don't know if it's good. Downtown Toronto Walk version 1. Music video. Yorkville to Eaton Center. Downtown Toronto version 2. Slow-mo. Is this just the preview for the video? Guy likes the slow-mo. All right, cool. We're going to jump over to the Toronto subreddit and see what's new. I have not been paying attention to what's going on in and around Toronto, other than not landing Shohei Ohtani and wanting sticks. I want another stick. Chris Mills says it lasts longer. What lasts longer? I've been eating pretty poorly. Yesterday I ate like a Dutchie or an apple fritter, and then I had a chocolate bar right before I went out for dinner, and then had a bunch of beer. Todd says, where in Europe would you be willing to rent an apartment for 74 days and get to know? I don't know. No toe touching sticks or not. I don't know. I've already, I don't know. I would go back to Barcelona and just like live there because I thought it was pretty cool. Toronto police surrounded and knee a protester's head after he's restrained? What?
Get back! Stay back! Get back! Stay back! You are coming to me!
This is intense. All right, this needs context. I can't comment on something without context. We don't know what this person did, what kind of threat they posed. It's not my place to put my 2 cents on that. Yeah, that type of thing, context is everything, right? And we're not going to look into that on this stream. Inspiring, this man isn't locked into a long, expensive contract with Rogers. Shohei Ohtani, because Rogers owns the Blue Jays, and they're the ones who would have been signing him. That's pretty funny. That's the Beaverton. That's like a jokey newspaper we have. Nature in the city picture. Is that an eagle? Like, or a falcon with a... I only got 2 options here, like way zoomed in. That's a falcon, right? And it has found itself a meal in a poor defenseless pigeon. Devin says falcon eating a pigeon. Hey, that's nature. The title isn't wrong. Oh, Jellybean says a hawk. Some everyday news from the Toronto Star, December 18th, 1996. GTA may get transit agency to blend Go, TTC, and others. Little did we know the horrors that was Metrolinx coming. Rosie D'Amano still writing articles. Resistance futile. Yes, folks, we will be assimilated. That's one of 3. How do I get to the next articles? Damn you. Oh, here we go. Look at these phones. At the Bell Phone Center store and choose a phone at no extra charge. Those are some pretty sexy phones. All right, good night, Claudia. Get a Sony PlayStation for $299. A Sega Link for $299. That looks like a Saturn with a thing. A Gold Star microwave, $129. Sanyo microwave, $169. Boomboxes and CD players. None of this stuff. Panasonic Shockwave, $69. Oh, that they had 2 different Panasonic Shockwaves. They had the ones where like the headphones shook, which were pretty badass, and then they had like a cheaper version where the headphones didn't like have that bass rumble. That's what these are. Adventure Electronics. That store, I believe, is long gone. Jeanette has a boombox in her storage unit. Gertej remembers Sega Genesis. Yeah, the classic yellow Sony Walkman. The Sony Sport Walkman. Obese squirrel in a tree. Is that a squirrel? That looks more like a cat. That thing is huge. That's like the alpha squirrel, right? King squirrel up in a tree. Anything Blue Jays missed out on Shohei Ohtani as 2-time MVP signs with Dodgers? Man, we got... I almost said an inappropriate word there, but we got teased pretty hard on that. One person rushed to Subway after stabbing at Don Mills subway station. 4 in custody. Don Mills, line 4. Jeez. Picture, beavers hard at work. Beavers where? In the Humber River? Where else would there be beavers? See full image. Oh. The telltale signs of like a beaver bite on a tree. Makes sense. Silver CS says, hey, no fat shaming. Squirrels are people too. We were not shaming the squirrel. We were describing the squirrel, right? That's not shaming. And are squirrels people too? Oh, squirrels, I don't know. It's not shaming if it's an accurate description. Demonstrate. Okay, too many demonstrations going on. Local Uber trips soar following Scarborough RT closure. No shit. City of Toronto takes on rule-breaking King Street drivers. That's cool. We need to do that more. Mike T says he's got a lot of cash. Yeah, but he's going to pay for himself, and he might be pitching next year or in 2 years from now. I wish we ponied up $700 million and convinced him to come here, to be honest. A Toronto hotel was just bought by the city to become permanent housing. All right, I think that's it for Reddit. We're all caught up on Toronto, right? Any interesting questions going on? The state of beef patties is atrocious. Where can one still get good, cheap, commercially made patties? Is it atrocious? I grew up on Allen's Pastries. Many also like Patty Express. Onyx My Drop says, remember Xanta? I do remember Xanta. Long shot. Anyone find a wallet today? Lost my wallet this afternoon. Could have been on Gerard East. I was on Gerard East. Or Queen East. Feeling bummed about it, but hoping it turns up. I was recording on Gerard East today, but no, I didn't see a wallet. That sucks. I hope that person finds their wallet. What to do when you find someone's license? Pop it in the mail and Canada Post will deliver it. Yeah, I probably would have already started replacing it by the time that happened. Best bars downtown on a Sunday night. No comment. I would go to Craft. Just sit at the bar. Lots of sports going on. Lots of people hanging out at the bar. Bartenders there are pretty awesome. Canada Biss says, anyone pissed at the hot bar prices at Farm Boy? You literally spent $43 on one meal this afternoon. Well, you could have spent $60 on a Momo meal like this guy. Landlord is threatening to take our washer and to stop paying our electricity and is going to show up tomorrow at my place. What? I've been his tenant for 3 years, never a late payment. I didn't agree to his 6% proposed increase and everything's gone to shit. I agreed to a 4% increase, which wasn't submitted officially. Then don't agree to it. I sent him 12 months of checks, 3 at the current rent and 9 of the new rent. He's already cashed 3. Anyways, he sent me an email saying he's going to come to the apartment for the difference in rent for the 3 months. And if I don't pay, he's going to take my washing machine and stop paying hydro included in the rent lease. This landlord should be in a fucking pit in the ground. Like, he shouldn't be roaming. He shouldn't be a landlord. You can't do that. That's in his lease, and you can't get an above board increase and force someone to do it. Basically, I feel this is a shakedown. No shit. Well, do we know how old the building is? How old is the building? That's like, if it's, I think 2018, if it's before that, he can't do this. Basically, I feel this is a shakedown, and him showing up feels like harassment. Well, either way, he has to file the increase through proper means. Also, what recourse do I have? If he shows up, can I call the cops? You can, actually. He is trespassing. He is only allowed to enter your property without prior notice if there's an actual emergency. There are times where he can give you a notice, and you can also refuse. I'll record everything if he shows up. No, you call the police if he shows up. He's trespassing. Doesn't matter if he owns the property. He's obviously stupid enough because we've only been communicating by email, so I have proof. He is committing extortion, and you should absolutely call the cops if he shows up and tries to unlawfully enter and take your washing machine. We have a big problem. The landlord-tenant board is like super duper understaffed. So if you're like a landlord and you have shitty tenants, you're kind of stuck with them because it's going to take forever to get processed and get them out of there. And if you're a tenant getting dumped on by a shitty landlord, it's going to take them forever to get back to you. It's just like, it's just ridiculous how understaffed the LTB is, and nothing is getting resolved in a timely manner. It sucks for people on both sides of it being abused. I would call the cops tonight and tell them that you feel threatened with his veiled threats. Is that something I can do? I just know I'd take that as a threat and not let him in, but that's me. Would that be legal? Yes, it's legal for you to do. He has no, even if he owns the property, unless it's like on fire, he has no right to get in there. File a T2 to get the unlawful rent payments back. I'll do that now. This guy is the worst. Wedge a door stopper under the door to prevent him from entering. Yeah, but what if you like fall down and you call the paramedics or fire department and they can't get in because of well, I guess they had bashed the door in. Your landlord is a scumbag and he's coming on a Sunday because he knows government offices are closed. You should not agree to pay any rent increase above 2.5% if the building was occupied prior to November 2018. Also, your rent check should be post-dated. Not sure how he is cashing them months in advance. Oh, he's cashing them on time. He just waited 3 months. Okay. Anyways, yeah, this landlord is a total piece of shit. Anyways, what else? Affordable men's clothing. Where do you guys buy decent clothes at a decent price? I'm looking for casual and business casual clothes. Uniqlo, thrift stores, Value Village, H&M, Uniqlo, Old Navy, especially at the larger sizes. I find everything at Old Navy just fits me like a dress. You can get some good quality stuff from RW & Co. I used to go there. I find H&M and Uniqlo, while cheap, is low quality and doesn't last as long. That's true. Costco, Banana Republic, why did it take so long? Amazon basics are like surprisingly decent for what they are. Why did it take so long for Amazon to come up? Winners might be like the real answer to this question. Lisa is here. Cheers, Lisa. Welcome to the stream where unfortunately I'm not wearing a Santa hat. All right. Terminal 1 to Terminal 3 in an hour. It takes like 5 minutes. Flight arrives at 7 p.m. Have completed advanced declaration. Need to get to Terminal 3 for a U.S.-bound flight departing at 8 p.m. No! You're going to have to go through U.S. pre-clearance. Have completed U.S. advanced immigration form. Just carry on bag. Do I have a chance in hell of making it? No, this was not my original route. 3 different flights affected by a storm. I had to cancel 3. FYI, you may have to go landside to get between terminals as well. There is a U.S. pre-clearance in Canada, meaning U.S. CPB security This connection is tight and I doubt you'll make it. Yeah. Update, I've changed this flight from T3 to 1 out of Terminal 1, hoping that's a safer option. Much better odds. Get your boarding pass in advance and follow the signs to the US Connect. Yeah. Yeah, they're probably fine now that they're in the same. Anyways, I think that's enough Reddit, eh? What's going on Blog TO? Maybe we'll look at some flights after this. Should we look at some flights after this? By the way, I haven't gotten to my DMs in forever, and I haven't been doing comments in forever on the Strides channel. I may have... Why is my Face ID not working out? Just a boot given up on them. Like, I am seriously drowning in that stuff. Lisa says, hate that feeling. 30 notable businesses that closed in Toronto this year. Coach House, BJ Supermarket, La Paloma. Like, I haven't been to any of these places. Pat's Homestyle, Chino Locos, Golden Pizza, Regency. Cora Pizza closed? This annex fixture was a favorite among U of T students and a stark rival to Papacios, who moved into the old Cora location immediately after the closure. Wow, it was always Papacio versus Cora. I have been to Cora. I've been to one country-style Hungarian restaurant in the annex. Sadly, never been there, but it was quite popular. Acropolis Pastries in Danforth was closed. Yeah, the Metrolinx expropriation closed it. So I've been to like 2 of the 30 places. Lisa says never Cora, always Papa CEO or CO. I've been to both. I went to Cora on a live stream once. The best donuts in Toronto, the best Korean fried chicken in Toronto, we have an article, the best Korean fried chicken in Toronto, then the best fried chicken in Toronto. All right. Where are we traveling to, folks? Where are we traveling to? Pinesel says, I watched Dave Partnoy's review of pizza in Toronto, and I don't know what to think. Who is Dave Partnoy? Dave Partnoy, 439 subscribers. Is this it? Pizza? Toronto? Do we have to be more? Does this guy do? One by North of Brooklyn Pizzeria, Toronto. This place has a lot of... Well, I don't want to get copyrighted here. I work in this place, Dave. You've made my life a living hell. You will not get away with it. One whole pizza devoured by Dave always gets an 8+. Everyone knows the rules.
Was like between me and you, Austin, to the Queen. That's a true fact at the horse race. We're wondering whether we're going to... New York style. That three in a minute
Pizza
is very good.
I fucking live right here.
Throwing F-bombs, I'm back in Philly.
Which location
I
is he
may
at?
be starting with the best one. I don't know. This is really, really good.
All right, he says it's really, really good. His barstool is copying other people's content on TikTok often. Oh, says F-bomb every second during his review. And gets thousands of views. Yeah, this got 733,000 reviews for like eating a pizza. Yeah, I would be doing that too if I was that interesting and people wanted to see that. Anyways, where are we going to? I want to go on 2 trips far away. Maybe end of January, February, and again March, April. January, February, and March are kind of boring times in Toronto. Usually we've had a bunch of snowfalls by then, and like people are kind of like, those videos don't do as well just because people are tired of seeing them. And there's like really nothing going on. We're all just kind of waiting for spring. So for me, like, and YouTube ad rates are really low as well. So for me, it's kind of like the best time to just like get away. This year I went to the Dominican, and then I went on my big trip to like Korea, Japan, and Thailand. Look for one-way flights and book your own return. It's always cheaper. I like to book on one ticket, and it's not always cheaper. Some like Jeff from Travel Fund 69 ended up paying more for his trip back from Thailand to Toronto than I paid for like my whole 3-country trip. So one-way flights, especially when you go really far, not always cheaper. In fact, it's almost always cheaper to do round trip, especially to like Asia or something. Someone said Colombia. What's the weather like in Colombia right now? What's the weather in Bogota, right? I'm probably spelling that wrong. In January. 20 degrees. High of 20, low of 6. So it's kind of not super duper warm. Bogota, Colombia. That would be like the airline to go through. Naughty Brown says, you go away so much. I'm convinced there's something you're trying to escape from. Johnny, did you get rid of the red heart? Yes, I did. The annoying ass red heart. So let's pick like January 20th. Let's just do like a week there. I don't know. Saturday to Saturday? How much is that going to cost me? Toronto to Bogota. $587 round trip? And that's one stop. Oh, I got to make a stop though. I don't want to make a stop. Non-stop, 7:45. Yes, we're doing non-stop. Why would you book? Okay, now the stop we're coming back is 903 round trip. So we're at $903 with Avianca. One carry-on bag will cost me $0 to $260. One checked bag. Bag fee info isn't available with booking.com. So let's look at the actual website here. Dirk G says, I must say bye for now. Thank you, Johnny, and everyone have a great night. All right, Dirk G. No, we're just researching this for shits and giggles to see what it would cost to go to Bogota. So the flight there, $380. Basic travel, one carry-on, 10 kilogram plus personal item. That is actually fine. It's the 7 kilogram limit that gets me. Choose an economy seat from $20. That's fine. Change your itinerary for $147. That's fine. But what do we get for... So for $485, we basically get a seat. Yeah, we'll do the cheap one. These are all non-refundable. Priority boarding. Whew. Service at additional charge. No, we're going to go cheap. This one, it looks like basic travel, right? Basic travel for both is like the way to go. 435. So this whole trip is $774 USD. That's $1,000 round trip. Ever try Zip Air to Tokyo? No, I haven't. That... And like, there's no carry-on restriction. 10 kilograms is fine. What's a hotel gonna cost me? Yeah, I'm not signing in. I know it'll be cheaper if I sign in. What dates did I pick? January 20th? Let's just see what a hotel's gonna cost for one night. I always put 2 adults. It's the same thing as one. $58. Hilton Bogota, $200. This one's 98. Hilton, no. $100 seems to be about the sweet spot. Obviously, I would have to do like a ton of research, like where's a good location, yada yada. Courtyard by Marriott, Bogota. No, the word airport scares me off of that one. Hampton by Hilton. Let's just see. What are we looking at? Just don't be an airport hotel. It's probably an airport hotel. Yeah, it says airport in it. I'm an idiot. What I would do is usually do show on map and then just kind of like go around like the area where everything is. International Center of Bogota. So like, obviously there's way more research to go before I do this. Wesley says, someone subscribe to me. Thank you. Clarion Suites I stayed at. Good, safe location, says Divyesh. Let's take a look at that. But this hotel looks pretty good, right? Get me some hot tub action. I mean, this is just a website, but $98. Very good breakfast included. So this whole trip is going to be like under 2K for like expenses, like hotel and airport. That is pretty cool. I don't think I would go to Bogota the whole time. Clarion Suites Bogota, is that on here? Did you say Clarion Suites? Billy T says Hampton is a great chain. Is there a Clarion Suites Bogota? I'm just figuring out, like, is Clarion Suites Getaway? Oh, it is not available. One night from $293. Oh, that's in Melbourne. I don't know. Okay. And what's the other place in Colombia everyone goes to? Medellin? I'm just going to spell it wrong and see if there we go. This is where like all the YouTubers go. And the hotels here look pretty reasonable. How do you get from Bogota to Medellin? 4 ways to travel. See all options. Yes. You could fly there for $81 to $200. 18-hour bus. Minizine says Medellin has crazy sights from above the city. 81. Okay, who's going to take an 18-hour bus when you could fly there for under $200? Okay, so there's one. All right, so that would be a flight. So that's going to add $248 direct. Is there a round trip? I don't know, but it seems like Jeanette says, should I do an 18-hour bus ride video? All right, so Colombia looks like a very, very realistic option. Justin says, why not go to Singapore, Johnny? Why not go to Singapore? I didn't even try to like maximize that price. Fun fact, I have never been to Singapore. I've always found Singapore kind of sanitized. Is that the right word? Like it's like so new and shiny and clean. It doesn't have the appeal to it that like a big dirty city does. Go take the Pablo Escobar tour. Very interesting, says Marvin. That would be interesting. All right, let's pick a cheaper date because you don't want to leave on like a Saturday. This date is the 18th to the 29th. I don't think I would be in Singapore the whole time. We're just seeing what flights would cost. 2 stops. No. Give me 1 stop. 1 stop with Turkish Airlines. There we go. That's the flight. 22-hour layover. No. Give me a good flight with 1 stop or fewer. Who's doing a 22-hour... The other thing you would do is you would fly to like a hub. You would go to like Taipei or Hong Kong or Bangkok, and then you would go to Singapore from there. Naughty Brown says, yuck, my friend married someone from Singapore who's turned out to be a witch. Jeanette says, how about Mexico City? That one, I don't think is going to be very expensive. Sapan says, I've been on Turkish Airlines a few years ago. Maruf says, Turkish Airlines is a great airline. Julie says, plus you're going the wrong way around the world with Turkish. Yeah, I usually go over the West Coast, right? Aero Mexico, 609. Yeah, Mexico appeals to me. It's not like super duper high on my bucket list. Peinsel says, I hope you're racking up travel points with your credit card. Yes, great way to lower your costs. I'm at like 90 something thousand Aeroplan points, which is not great. I should have more, but I've spent a bunch. What about Guatemala? Johnny, what about Hawaii? I think you'd like... Oh, man. Let's try Hawaii. What's Hawaii going to cost me? In January, round trip to Honolulu from Canada? $607? What? 600 and... That... And Delta is pretty good. Chris Mill says it. One thing I've heard about Hawaii. Look at this. No seat selection. Last to board. I would nope the fuck out of that. Free seat selection. Priority boarding for a fee. Yes, pay the extra $60 and like choose your seat and don't be the last person to board. The thing with Hawaii, I've looked into this. Yes, the flight is affordable, but the hotels are not. Cost of living is not. You go to a restaurant there and it's like double what it is here. Like those costs are going to bury me if I went to Hawaii. That's also kind of like a... I want to go with someone. Hawaii, I don't know if I'd want to go there alone and do like the, hey, I'm vlogging or making walking videos in Hawaii by myself. Is that a thing? Because like, I don't know. Jeanette says been to Hawaii many times, but it's way expensive. Yeah, it's kind of like Vegas, right? It'll lure you in with like the cheap deal. And then when you get there, I already know I'm not going to Hawaii because it's like cost prohibitive. Even if the flight were free, it would still be insanely expensive. And transportation is not great there either from everything I've researched. Someone said Helsinki, capital of Finland. Give me one stop. None of this two stop nonsense. Do they have direct? Don't we have direct flights? One stop or fewer? Yeah, I will not do two stops anywhere. Billy T says, my wife went, big bucks. Canada Biss says, Sunburn City. Air Canada flies to Rio. Brazil would be awesome. I'm a little concerned walking around like Brazil or Argentina with my cameras and my gear and like live streaming from there. I don't see too many other people doing that from those places. Or even like I see a lot of vloggers in Colombia. And I still wonder, like, is that, I don't know, am I being narrow-minded and thinking that, like, safety might be a thing there? Helsinki, $969 round trip. Let's see, what's the weather like in Helsinki in February? Oh, hell no. -2, -7. Why am I going to Helsinki during the Canadian winter? How does that make any sense? I came from the cold, to come check out your frozen wasteland, No, not wasteland, but Davish says Rio is very dangerous, even in the touristy areas. Jet Fischler says China. I don't know about China, but I know somebody who is going to kind of that neck of the woods. I've been to Taipei. I've been to Taipei while recording for this channel, but that was before I did like narrated videos. That was before I did live streams. Round trip to Taipei, $12.46. Taipei is pretty awesome too. All right. I'm getting an idea. Jet says Hong Kong. Yeah, Hong Kong would be cool. I don't know if I really want to go there though in the current climate, politically speaking, especially as like a super opinionated person who's probably going to say something negative about it, and they'll be like, "You go to jail. We're listening to everything you're doing." But round trip. Let's do multi-city. What would maybe if we do like a big trip? What if we did like Tokyo? Then we did Tokyo to Taipei. Now I want to go to like Bali or Phuket or something. Let's throw that in there. Let's just throw Bangkok. You know I love Bangkok. And let's do Bangkok to YYZ. And let's say we're leaving to Tokyo on the 18th. We'll do like 4 nights in Tokyo. And then we'll go to Taipei for like 3 nights. You don't really need more than that. We're in January, right? We'll do 3 nights in Taipei and then... Whoa, I'm leaving a lot of time for... Whatever, let's just see. What is this going to cost? This says $21.77 for my entire trip. Toronto to Tokyo, Tokyo to Taipei, Taipei to Bangkok, Bangkok to Toronto. Normally, I would not buy this all on one ticket. Harjot says, Johnny, I should visit India. Keep in mind, Tokyo is going to be a little bit cold at this time of year. Taipei will be a bit warmer. Bangkok is just a springboard to go to other places, but it's also a hub. Let's see what this is all about. Separate tickets. Best flight to Taipei, $21.54. Best flights to Bangkok. Let's wait for the cheapest one to come in. All flights to Toronto. Let's wait for the cheapest one to come in. 2 stops. No, we'll take the 1-stop flight, please and thank you. Holy shit. This is possible all with really good airlines, internationally traveling speaking. So for $2,124, I can go Toronto to Tokyo, Tokyo to Taipei, Taipei to Bangkok, Bangkok back to Toronto, 3 nonstop flights, and the longest one is 1 stop. So booking with Buy My Trip would be $9,598. Booking with Ovago, $9,700. Call Air Canada to book. Airline may charge an additional fee for booking by phone. It's not letting... This flight might be bullshit. This might not even exist. This is too good to... Even pre-COVID, this is too good to be true. There's nothing to click. It just says call. I'm going to call and they're going to be like... Google Flights is full of shit. I don't think this exists. I don't think this is a real flight. I don't think this is a real flight. If this is a real flight, I will buy it right now with no research at all. I will just do it. Air Canada. We're going to do a multi-city. We're going to Toronto. We're going to Tokyo. What date are we going there? We're going there on the Jan 18th. Oh God, whoever designed the Air Canada website and Aeroplan, like, please go find a new job. You are the worst in the world at what you do. Thursday, January 18th. Like, anything with Air Canada is a nightmare to do online. Then on the... What day is this? Monday, January 22nd, we're going to... just Tokyo. We're going to Taipei. I don't care what airport. We're going on the 22nd. We're just going to see if the Air Canada website like finds this flight. And then on the 25th, we're going Taipei to BK. How do I add another city to this? Booking multi-city. Okay, guys, am I drunk? How do I add another city to this? When does it snow in Japan? During the winter. I have chosen multi-city stopover. How do I click on add another flight? Where's add another flight? Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot. I'm a supreme idiot. Hello, high fiver. Now we're going Taipei to BKK. Actually, no, let's not type BKK because there's multiple. Well, anyways. And we're doing that on the 25th, right? Now we're doing BKK to Toronto. What was the day of this last one? February 6th. Oh, geez. I got to fix these dates. That's way too lopsided. Who thinks this is going to find the flight? Will it find the same flight? Simple yes or no. I'll give you guys a minute. So the flight we're looking for here was found on Google Flights. This impossibly cheap flight with all these like premium options, nonstop, 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 and one stop coming back on like air. Like I'm not flying on like Air China or like these are decent airlines internationally. Yeah, I'm very suspicious that this does not exist. Jeff Fischler says, I'm a believer. Someone's listening to the Monkees. That was a Monkees song, right? Pretty sure it was a Monkees song. Randy Barron says, hi everyone, new viewer. Welcome, Randy Barron. Don't forget to go over to Johnny Strides. Let's see. How many subscribers is Johnny Strides sitting at right now? That cool dude is at 99,691. 45%. So it's roughly 50-50. I'm not even paying attention to Sunday Night Football. Philadelphia Eagles 3, Dallas Cowboys 10. All right. Let's click the button and see. Will this flight exist? Because it's telling me that I can book it through Air Canada. Call Air Canada book. Estelle is here. Greetings, Estelle. Okay, it's giving me all these options here. What is my option here? 12:55 nonstop to Tokyo. 12:55 on the 18th. That's what we need. That flight isn't even here. 12:55. $21? No, that says 12:55, right? Why do I keep clicking that? 12:55 to 4:50. That must be this one. That's got to be this flight. It's off by 5 minutes, right? It's got to be that one. Yeah, they're not. Okay, it's that flight. Loading your next flight. Okay, so we locked that one in. Searching flights Toronto to Tokyo. No, we already chose that one. We chose that one. Select it. Loading your next flight. No flights available. There are no flights available on the date you selected. January 20th. Yeah. This is bullshit. It doesn't exist. Let's do this one. Let's move it to the 23rd. Hey. We already chose that one. Loading your next flight. No flight. Yeah, that's why it's telling me to call. And I have a feeling if we called... Yeah, these flights here where it says this is like $10,000 to book is probably accurate. We basically just wasted a whole bunch of time chasing a unicorn flight that doesn't exist. It does say call the airline, but if I call the airline, they're not going to find it. YVR 2002 says it won't likely work with Air Canada's website. Itineraries like these can only be booked segment by segment using the command line based GDS interface used by travel agents. So would you recommend calling them YVR 2002 to see? Because it says call the book and it is giving this price, but that price seems like this is Google Flights. This seems ridiculous. Like that is way like this should not exist. Around like no, and this almost makes me want to like stop searching for flights and give up on this because I've been like just teased. Any other destinations we could try? Where else you might want to try Flight Center or Amex Travel? I know. Really? Flight Center? I don't know. I always book directly through the airline. All right, Sapand, you are 45 away from 1,000. Awesome. Jelly Bean says McDonald's, Melbourne or Sydney, Madrid. Just did Spain. Melbourne and Sydney probably out for the reasons. It says NRT and not Haneda. I think this is the issue. Melting tomato. Am I searching for melting tomato? Narita. Tokyo, Japan. Let's see. Let's see. Didn't I put Tokyo all airports there? Oh, that's our flight from Toronto. No, the flight 12:55 to 16:50.
It says NRT, not HND. I think this is the issue.
Yeah, because the second flight is Tokyo all airports to Taipei. So it's not going to find that anyways because we put all airports anyways. Todd says Rome is nice in the weather. Yeah, Europe was the last place I went to, though. I kind of want to go somewhere not Europe. But Melting Tomato, good evening to you. Chris Mill says airports and the airline industry in general has horrible IT, especially Air Canada and Aeroplan. Like, I can't even log into that without having to like send myself a text message and an email and enter a million codes. And then you're in this like stupid interface where it's just like spinning circles forever. I hate Aeroplan and Air Canada with a passion for their online systems. Like, whoever made that app, please stop doing what you're doing. You're not good at it. Jet says South Africa. Where in Africa? South Africa? I was watching 90 Day Fiancé. I don't get the feeling that walking around with a camera in like Cape Town or Johannesburg would be the smartest idea without like somebody with you, like keeping you company. Not like a bodyguard, but kind of like a bodyguard. Am I not wrong on that? Let's see. How is my fantasy football team doing? One sec. Woohoo! I have a 99% chance to win. For the third year in 4 years, I will finish in first place with the most points. Love and Joy says, I watched your video on the Christmas market downtown Toronto. The place looked really festive and everyone looked happy. Thanks for sharing with us. You are welcome. Todd Boothby says Cape Town is doable. Is it safe to vlog in Cape Town? YBR says, whoever designed the Air Canada and other airline websites were probably told to dumb down the features and only show flights on Air Canada and their partners. Yeah, but still, like, the interface is horrible. Is Cape Town... Let's always put Reddit at the end. I showed up late. Did you give us a hot take in Otani where the Jays played? I don't know, Noni. I think that's just life as a Toronto sports fan. You get immunity from crooks with a Canadian flag patch. I'm planning a trip to South Africa and Zimbabwe in June and July and have heard some concerning stories about the current climate in Cape Town. Is it safe for solo female travelers? What extra precautions should I take outside the usual? I'm planning to visit Cape Town for approximately 4 days following a safari in Zimbabwe. Short answer, yes, it's safe. I want to know, is it safe to walk around with like camera equipment and stuff? Jelly Bean says the HDR video looks better on my phone. Yeah, anything in HDR is going to look better on an HDR display, like head and shoulders better. A lot of like, if you've got a flagship-ish phone, it should do HDR well. A lot of like mid-range TVs kind of do HDR shitty. If you have like a higher-end TV or like a TCL 6 series, you should get a pretty good HDR. Minizine says, let LA have Otani. That's setting a crazy new high bar with sports contracts. Come on, Rogers has to spend it on something, right? They have to open up their purse strings. All right, so my dream flight doesn't exist. Have you ever been to Israel? No, I don't think I'm going to go at this particular time. Same with maybe Eastern Europe. I don't know. So hire someone to do what PPP Peter does and pay your stalkers. What's just this going to cost? It should be cheap because it's winter. Demand should be somewhat low to go there. I think yeah, 1509. One stop or fewer, please. I'm not insane. I don't like 2 stops is just insane to go almost anywhere. 1509. No, we'll take the Air Canada. Thank you. 1774. That's not crazy. And it's direct, right? And it's direct. That's not crazy. Maybe we'll do something like that. Jane says, oh my God, who would go to Israel? Yeah. I mean, can you, like, I don't know. It just seems kind of crazy to go anywhere near an active war zone. Especially as a YouTuber, it almost looks like you're going for the wrong reasons. And even if, like, I don't know. I just think that's like a bad show. Not going to go. Not picking sides, not going to go. Same with Ukraine, Russia, not going to either. What do you feel about Egypt? Egypt looks cool. I've never had I've watched so many like travel videos though, and I feel like I've already formed an opinion that I don't really want to go there. Like there's places I want to go. I want to go to India, but Egypt didn't strike me as like a place. I feel like if I went there after 2 days, I would want to leave. No offense, but I get that feeling about a lot of places. Even like London, England gave me that vibe of like, I don't know if I would be happy spending a lot of time there. I don't know what it is. Like different places just appeal to me for whatever reason. Justin says, keep going to Singapore. Chris Mill says, Ireland. Ireland looks cool. I'd like to see Dublin. Portugal, says Jet Fischler. Yeah, I'm saving Europe for the summer, though. I think Europe is going to be a summer thing. Wally says 1,700 CAD from Toronto to Athens. I would love to go to Greece. Greece and Portugal might be this year's Spain and France, where I went last summer. Jonathan says Dubai. No, I have no... There's that Adam something video. Sorry, City Guesser. We're not going to do that. Adam something. Dubai.
Dubai and the Gulf countries. To better understand what's going on in a place like Dubai, first let's talk about Romania. In the decades following World War II, Bucharest, the capital, came to face the same problem as many Eastern European capitals did at the time.
Anyways, watch this video. I'm not going to play it. Adam Something's an excellent channel. Holy shit, this video has 12 million views. I believe this was a re-upload. And 36,000 comments. Jane says, go to Japan, dude. They have the best vending machines. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to go to Japan once the weather starts to turn, but that's also when the prices go up. Maybe we'll just go to Japan and I'll pair that with like Bali or Phuket or something warm. As my phone keeps messaging. Who dat? That is a fantasy football notification. Yay. Pretty sure Disneyland would be affordable. The cost, I'm watching Bright Sun Travels. That's an awesome channel by a Toronto-based YouTuber, or at least a GTA-based YouTuber. Look at this. Disney's newest luxury hotel is not worth the price. Look at that thumbnail. Rip off. Disney World's awful $970 hotel room. I really, really appreciate like the brutal honesty of this channel. Too many people go to places and just gush over things, or like 9 out of 10 places they go or things they do is just like great because they want to get comped. They want to have, you know, big resort chains like give them travel vouchers and discounts so they can like keep making commercials for them. This guy is paying an arm and a leg to go to expensive places and just like tear them a new one when it's a ripoff. There's something to be said about having integrity, right? So I think this channel is like really cool for that reason. What is Disney Cruise Line doing? Why? And the funny thing is this guy admits he's like a fan of Disney cruises. Like he's like, I love these. I've been going on them my whole life. And then he goes on one and he's like, this is why it sucks and why you shouldn't go on it. or at least their new cruise ships. Disney's Fantasy One Bedroom Concierge Suites Hotel. Yeah, so this is a fairly new channel. It's started by Bright Sun Films, but I think it's cool. Paul says Portugal sounds like a good one. Mainland, then the Azores. Yeah. Todd says Borneo. Borneo. Let's just pop that in here and see what shows up. The Alf Afia Hotel. Where? Just randomly clicking a hotel in Borneo. Borneo. Where are we even? Way on near Brunei. Where is Bali? Bali is like somewhere around here. I've only been to Bali in that immediate area. So yay or nah to Disneyland? But probably no. I just think I would like do a Universal video. Japan with snow, big views for sure, says Dan. My problem is I only do carry-on. Do I want to bring a bunch of warm clothing and do Japan? Jet says Cambodia. I've done Cambodia twice. I don't know if Cambodia really is calling my name. I mean, I've been to Siem Reap. I've been to Sihanoukville. I've been to Phnom Penh. It's not really calling my name to go back. Not like Vietnam is or Thailand. Those places like every few years are like come back. No offense, Cambodia. Awesome country, friendly people. Oh, okay food. Can I say that? Two different. They have in Cambodia. They have Anchor beer, ANCHOR, and they have Angkor beer. Oops. ANGKOR. Their two beers are Anchor beer and Angkor beer. How confusing is that? Yeah, those are the two main beers in Cambodia. Anna K says, to be honest, I hate the check-in on Air Canada site. It didn't let me check in the 20 hours before I left. When choosing a seat, they showed the wrong plane, which had fewer seats than the one that took you to YYZ. Yeah. Air Canada is generally a gong show. Unknown says, do a Saskatchewan video to change it up. I'm still thinking of doing like Quebec City or Calgary, like one of those like freezing cold Canadian big cities that I've never been to. Pinesel says Cambodia is the Wild West of Southeast Asia. I think that would be more like maybe Nepal these days, a little bit. Cambodia is kind of like what Thailand was 20, 30 years ago. Retired Working For You is a YouTube channel from Toronto, now expat in Thailand. Let's take a look at that. Retired Working For You. Are you really working for me? This guy does... Hey, is that Ken? I think this is Ken, living in Bangkok on $1,400 a month. Hey, Ken Continuum. We found your alter ego. My parents tried Thai street food for the first time. I hope they didn't... That's a neat channel. I never knew this channel existed. I actually don't want to like be an expat living in Thailand. Like going there for 1 or 2 weeks is cool. Eating lots of cheap food, taking in the weather, going to an awesome island or beach, but I don't think I'd want to live there. I like it here too much. Jellybean says Tangerine Travels is in Mexico. Is that another channel? Tangerine Travels? Is that a Canadian channel? 291 subscribers.
Today I'm giving you a tour of work.
I used to watch this channel called Babe, Where's My Passport? And these two people would kind of go all over the world and stay at really nice places and vlog. And then they had a kid. And then all their content got lame. Like, I guess that's just the way it goes. Learn to become a skydiver in 7 days. 6 months ago was their last video. And that only got 7K views. All inclusive. Like, they clearly, like, the kid has taken over. Our baby's name reveal. First time traveling with the newborn baby. Like, the best of Thailand. Why we always go back. Predicting our baby's I don't know. Look, their videos used to get like tens of thousands of views. And then they had a kid. This one has 646,000 views. Puerto Rican sandbar party. Then they had a kid. And then their channel just went. High Fiver likes the drone videos, Bird's View. Those are neat. Those are good like background videos too. Love and Joy says Johnny seems mild-mannered. Do I? Do I really? Do I seem mild-mannered? I don't know about that. But I do need to sadly edit a video for tomorrow. Well, we already did. I have to re-render it and then upload. Am I going to go live tomorrow on Johnny Strides? Maybe. Maybe I'll do like a live video a bit later. Should I do a late night live stream tomorrow? It's been a while since I've done like a late night live stream, like 9, 10, maybe 11 p.m. Todd says, would Charlie be up for a trip? I haven't seen Charlie in forever, so I don't know. I don't know. Jonathan says GeoGuessr. Anna Case is definitely. All right, maybe we'll do it. What's yeah, because I've been live streaming quite often. Oh, now my friend wants to meet. We're trying to arrange going up for wings and beer around the holidays. And my 2 married friends with families can't seem to agree. Now it's, how about between Christmas and New Year's? I was just like, I'm free whenever you guys want. Watch, it'll be on the one day I can't. But anyways, yeah, sorry we didn't book anything, but I'm going to have to do a little digging and see. Maybe that it's worth calling Air Canada to see if that like flight exists. And if it does exist, maybe we'll pull the trigger and book it. Sapan says definitely a night stream tomorrow. All right, I'm going to try to do a night stream tomorrow night on Johnny Strides. I have nothing to do all day tomorrow anyways, so we'll I can wait till night. Lol, these YouTube couple channels have taken off, says Crikey. Should I get another one? Johnny Plus One? The Johnny Plus One channel? Who wants to be the plus one? We can travel the world and you will do the camera work and I will teach you to do the editing. I will do the drinking. Separate beds, separate hotel rooms. You pay your own way. How's that? Jelly Bean says Johnny After Dark. Got to come to Cabbagetown and see our light, says Victoria's Real Life channel. That's a good idea. But a lot of people start turning off their Christmas lights at like 11, right? So maybe if it's not too late, we'll go walk around Cabbagetown tomorrow night. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But either way, I'm going to try to live stream hopefully tomorrow night. If I live stream during the day, maybe just boredom got a hold of me and I went out and did that. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods for their great work. Channel members, Patreon supporters of the Johnny Strides channel, thank you guys. Van Gambler says sign me up for Africa Guard. Yeah, if you want to be my tour guide while I go somewhere like not super safe, yeah, you got to pay your own way and also pay my way too. But thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do it over on the Johnny Strides channel before you do it on this one. I didn't even finish my beer. That's how you know I drank too much last night. But anyways, guys, I almost said I love you all. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But thank you so much. Moderator and CEO Vivian Johnson says, Hanks, Johnny. Thank you. Jelly Bean, Melting Tomato, Marge, Naughty Brown, Brad Palmer, Gertej, Mark D, Sheena, Crikey, Love and Joy, and everyone. Have a good night, and I will